Hey everyone! Today's story, she never expected her old classmate to fix her $400,000 Lamborghini. Before we start, subscribe, comment and share this video. Emma's brand new Lamborghini Aventador gleamed under the California sun as she drove down the busy streets of Los Angeles. She had dreamed of owning this car for years, saving every penny and finally making her lifelong goal a reality. The engine roared smoothly, reflecting the sleek red paint and impeccable curves of the luxury car. Everything seemed perfect until she hit a small pothole near downtown. A strange grinding noise echoed through the engine, sending a jolt of panic through her. She pulled over immediately, her heart racing, realizing that even minor damage to such an expensive car could be catastrophic. Frantically, Emma called several high-end mechanics, each offering a consultation filled with technical jargon and sky-high prices. Every quote she received seemed more absurd than the last, leaving her anxious and frustrated. She had expected a minor inconvenience, not a financial nightmare. As she leaned against the car, staring at the shiny body that now seemed fragile, a memory flashed across her mind. Jake Miller, her high school classmate, always brilliant with engines and cars, had once fixed her father's old Mustang back in the day. Emma hesitated, but decided it was worth a try. She navigated through the busy streets to a modest auto repair shop tucked between two brick buildings. The sign was simple, with faded letters spelling Miller's Auto Repair, and the faint smell of motor oil drifted out as she parked. The contrast between her luxury car and the humble shop made her pause. As she stepped inside, she froze. Jake was there, taller and more confident than she remembered, wearing a grease-stained jumpsuit. His dark hair was slightly messy, and his hands were already smeared with oil. Recognition flashed in his eyes, and a warm smile spread across his face. "Emma, is that really you?" Jake asked, sounding genuinely surprised. She felt her nerves melt slightly as memories of high school flooded back. They exchanged awkward laughs, catching up briefly, before she explained the situation with the Lamborghini. Jake listened carefully, nodding as he examined the car. To Emma's surprise, he didn't look impressed or intimidated by the vehicle's value. Instead, he focused intently on diagnosing the issue. She watched him work with precision and patience, each movement confident and deliberate, realizing that his talent had only grown since their teenage years. By the time the afternoon sun began to dip toward the horizon, the Lamborghini purred perfectly. Emma could hardly believe it. Jake had fixed the car with skill and care, without the pomp or inflated costs she had feared. As she admired the engine's smooth operation, she felt a wave of gratitude and nostalgia. It wasn't just the car that impressed her. It was the way Jake approached life, with humility, dedication, and expertise. Driving away, Emma smiled, knowing that sometimes the most valuable things in life are the unexpected connections and hidden talents that endure through time. Driving away from the small garage, Emma felt a mixture of relief and awe. Her Lamborghini now purred like a perfectly tuned instrument, and she couldn't stop smiling. The hectic streets of Los Angeles seemed different somehow, calmer, as if the city itself had shifted to match her mood. She replayed the moments in the shop over and over. Jake's focused expression, the careful movements of his hands, the quiet confidence that came from years of experience. It wasn't just the car that had been repaired. Seeing her old classmate succeed in his own way touched something deep inside her. Emma couldn't resist sending a text to her assistant, gushing about the repair and Jake's talent. But as the hours passed, she found herself thinking about more than just the Lamborghini. She remembered their high school days, the pranks, the long conversations about dreams and ambitions. Jake had always been talented, but back then she never imagined he would be running a shop quietly in the heart of Los Angeles, fixing luxury cars without seeking fame or fortune. The realization brought a new level of admiration and respect for him. The next morning, Emma returned to the shop, not for another repair, but simply to reconnect. Jake looked up from the engine of an old classic Mustang, smiling as she walked in. "Back so soon?" he joked, wiping his hands on a rag. They laughed, the awkwardness of the past fading away. Emma realized how rare it was to find someone so skilled, humble, and genuine. She knew many people in her circles would pay handsomely for Jake's services. Yet he worked quietly, driven by passion rather than recognition or wealth. As they talked, Emma shared stories about her business, the challenges she faced, and the world of luxury fashion. Jake listened, genuinely interested, offering thoughtful advice without judgment. In return, he explained the intricacies of car mechanics, the satisfaction of fixing problems that seemed impossible, and the joy of seeing a client's face light up after a successful repair. They laughed over old memories, debated current events, and for a moment it felt as if no time had passed since high school. The bond between them, long dormant, was quietly reignited. By the time Emma left that day,